Do you get bothered by negative people? You know, the kind of people who never have anything good to say and hurt you with their negative words? Well, I used to. For a very, very long time, I used to. But recently, I heard a story, and that story has changed my entire perspective. Let me share it with you. Once upon a time, there were two frogs. They were best friends. One evening, they were walking in the jungle. While they were walking, neither of them noticed, but in front of them, there was a deep ditch. In all their excitement, they fell into the ditch. And they got really scared. They started screaming, "Help! Help!" But nobody heard them. After a few minutes of screaming and shouting, three big animals heard them. The three animals were lion, giraffe, and elephant. These three big, huge animals came and saw what was happening. They saw that in front of them there was a deep ditch, and right inside and under the ditch there were two tiny frogs jumping and requesting for help. The three animals stood around and said, "They'll never be able to make it. It's such a deep ditch. Why are they even bothering? They are going to die." One of the frogs heard what the big animals were saying, and he said, "You know what? These are big animals. These are experienced animals. If they are saying I'll never be able to come out alive, I must trust them. Of course they are right." And so he lay down on the floor of the ditch and he said, "God, I'm coming to you." And he died immediately. The other frog still tried to come out. By now, he wasn't screaming for help anymore. He was just trying desperately and extremely hard to come out alive. His forelimbs started to hurt. His back limbs started to hurt. Even his core was hurting by now. The animals were standing on the side. Half an hour passed. Why is he even trying? He is never going to come out alive. The frog still persisted. 1 hour passed. Why is he bothering? He's not going to come out alive. 2 hours passed. The frog tried and tried and tried. By now, all these big animals were just standing and laughing at him. After around 2.5 hours, something strange happened. Suddenly, the frog made one big leap and he came out alive. All the other animals were really scared and really shocked, and they said, "Oh, how did that happen?" They took out their phones and started taking his photograph. Now, this photograph of the little frog that came out alive from that deep ditch went viral. Everyone wanted to know how the frog managed to do that. So a press conference was called. In the press conference, the first reporter asked the frog, "Sir, how did you come out alive?" He put the mic in the frog's face and the frog said nothing at all. He again said, "Sir, how did you come out alive?" No response from the frog. "Sir, please tell us, how did you come out alive?" And the frog just did this. He was deaf. And you know, when all the three animals were standing around and discouraging him and telling him he'll never be able to come out alive, well, he couldn't hear them. He thought they were encouraging him. And that made all the difference. You know, when I heard this story for the first time, it made so many different kinds of impressions on me. And here are my three main takeaways from this story. Number one, there will always be big people who you think are stronger than you, more experienced than you, know more than you. And they're always going to say things to you. Number two, they might say things that genuinely help you, and they might say things just for the heck of it, which are meant to pull you down. They might say things which are positive. They might say things which are negative to you. Positive things are said in a way that help you improve, and negative things are said in a way that pull you down and make you feel horrible. Takeaway number three. It's your job to test whether somebody is saying something to you genuinely to help you, or they're saying something to you to pull you down and to make you feel bad. But how do you test this? You test this by asking yourself something simple. Did the other person just say something negative to me without giving me suggestions on how I can improve, and without offering help to make me improve. For example, the animals who were standing around the ditch, did they say, you know what, little froggy, try this method, that might help? Or did they say, let me get a stick, try and climb up the stick? They did none of that. All that they did was that they pulled the frog's morale down. One of the frogs, who could hear them, got so discouraged by their words that he gave up. And the other frog, who could not hear them, did not get discouraged, and he tried and tried, and by the power of his own will, he came out alive. So ask yourself this every time. Every time somebody says something negative to you, ask yourself, did they give me any suggestions or advice on how to improve? Did they offer help to improve? If they didn't do any one of these things, you are supposed to tell yourself, thank God I can't hear them. Thank God I'm like the second froggy. Thank God I choose not to hear them, because these are the people who are trying to pull you down. Keep away from them. Listen to them, smile and nod, and just ignore them. Do not let their words bother you. Become like the second frog, because you want to succeed. You want to come out of there. Let me give you a few examples from my own life when I heard these negative things. Mansi, you've become so fat. You look bhadda. Mansi, you're a horrible mom. Don't work for a few years. You need to take care of your child. Mansi, you aren't good enough. You'll never be able to do it. You know, every time I heard these words, and I heard these words from people I trusted, people who were more experienced than me, people who I thought meant the best for me, every time I heard these words, they hurt and they pinched. But I realized that all these words were never followed by suggestions on improvement. What if they had said, Mansi, you know what? You've put on a lot of weight. Why don't you go for a morning walk? Come, let's go for a walk together. I would have trusted them then. Or if somebody said to me, Mansi, you need to spend more time with your child. You know what? Maybe let's do this. Once a week, I'm going to take care of your son. Go relax, come back and give in your 100% when you're taking care of him. I would have heard them then. And on the other hand, instead of saying, Mansi, you're no good, you'll never be able to make it. What if they had told me, Mansi, you need to improve on this. You need to work on that. You need to make sure you add these skills so that you can perform better. But since I heard none of the suggestions, none of the offers for help, I decided I would be like the second frog. I became completely deaf and I moved on and I surprised them anyway. So I hope for all the people who've heard this story and who've heard my takeaways from this story, you are going to listen and you are going to do just that. The next time somebody you trust, somebody you think is a big animal, somebody you think is stronger than you, tells you something that could potentially pull you down or help you to become stronger, ask yourself, were they genuinely hoping for you to improve, or were they just saying that to pull you down? If they were helping you improve, there should be a few questions, a few suggestions, maybe an offer of help. And if none of these was there, remember, become like frog number 2. Become deaf, shut your ears, give them a big smile, move on and shock them anyway, because you are destined for success.